the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
The Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And it's caught. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires on the move. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Catch in the middle, it's Graham. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense really needs to get something going right now. Already down 17-3. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The play action fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Coffee. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Smith. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Right down the boulevard. He'll work his way down to the 28. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Finds his man. It's Graham. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. Looking to get it in. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got it in the middle. It's Graham. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Carl. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's crossed. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes, so there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Scott.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Ohio State 34, Iowa 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Swings it out to the flat. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's the give off the left side. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got the back over the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
55, Iowa, 9.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock